Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thanks for being here. While we are getting started, why don't you put in the chat where you are coming from tonight? You guys know how much I love to know where you're coming from, so it's a late one tonight. I appreciate you being here. But yes, put in the chat where you are watching from tonight. As I get going, you guys see the schedule on your screen there. And as always, I will start off by rambling for the first 10 minutes. And then I will get to your questions starting at 10 past the hour. So hi, everyone. I am Canuck Clay. I am the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, March the 20th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I have not done one of these for a week. You remember, actually more than a week. It was Saturday, March the 12th. The last time I streamed, I had my lovely wife Gail on just before her birthday. And then that stream crashed. And then we had to go to my phone and we made it work. But yes, that was a lot of fun that night. Then Sunday, I was at the game, the Tampa game, with all my family and Fernanda. And then on Wednesday, when I usually stream, I was actually streaming with Parker. We had to move our Canucks After Dark from Monday until Wednesday. So all to say, this is my first time streaming on here with you on this channel in over a week. So I want to give a shout out and a thank you to my moderators in advance. Thank you in advance. If it's sexist, racist, homophobic, ableist, spam in another language, delete it. If you're not sure, leave it for another moderator to deal with, like I always say. And like I always say, make sure that we're having fun in the chat, we are respectful, and we are keeping things on the lighter side. Certainly express your opinion as needed, but let's keep it respectful for sure. Thank you to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. You see the link right there, performandtransform.ca/CanuckClay. To Van City Experts, Jason Lim and his team, contact them for all of your real estate needs. And of course, thank you to Van City Experts who sponsored, as part of the legend tier, Lucas Gates. Used his legend game tonight. I wish Lucas saw a win, but he did a really cool post-game video on Twitter that I retweeted. So I'm glad you had fun, Lucas, with Harry. I wish you guys saw a win, but at least you enjoyed the really nice seats courtesy of Jason. To Gassy Jack Art, maker of the fine artwork that you see, and to Monkey Nine Brewing, not only my eternal sponsor, but host of my meetup this Saturday, March the 26th. Not sure if we're going to be chasing a playoff spot then, but more importantly, it's going to be a great chance for us to get together and celebrate our community live and in person. To my members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, and Hall of Fame members Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Hsmfangirl Gaming, smoovegroove, Carol Bovenlander, and Nucks fan number 29. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks for your support of all members, all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or my videos or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And speaking of members, hero member, Nucks fan number 29. He was hero for a while, now Hall of Fame member. But as a hero member for a while, he also earned a game with me. But he asked if his daughter could use him. I said, of course. So his daughter, Kylan, went to the game. So I hope she had fun as well, despite the Canucks loss. And most importantly, to all of you, thank you for being here. I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else. It's an hour later than usual. It's because I had some friends over. We were celebrating Gail's birthday, spring break, want to take advantage. So that's why I'm an hour late. So thanks for being here. Like this video. Like the fact that we are together. Like the fact that we're still alive. Like the fact that we can be community. Like the fact that Lucas got to go to the game and Kylan. Like the fact that the Vancouver Canucks made some trades today and it could be the prelude of something more. But overall, I ask you to like this video if you'd like to. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And then, of course, consider channel membership as well. Okay, you guys see, I haven't read any comments yet because I want to honor the time that we've set aside. So I'm going to talk for the next 5 minutes. Then I'm going to turn it over to you and give you the floor for about 25 minutes. Then we'll do Gordle. No, we'll do 25 minutes of Canucks talk, 15 minutes of Ask Me Anything. We'll do Gordle, and then we will wrap up. And members, don't forget, tomorrow night will be the Zoom chat for franchise Hero, Hall of Fame, and All-Star. I will send out that link. I'll post that link tomorrow morning on our community tab. Again, that's Franchising Up. The Zoom chat will be at 8:30. Usually I do it on the third Sunday, but because of my company today, I bumped it to tomorrow. So hope you can join me at 8:30. Then that'll be right before Canucks After Dark at 10 o'clock. And then next weekend will be the one-on-one Zoom chats for Hall of Fame, Hero, and Legend. And just before I get going, thank you, Lucas, for the generous donation. Let's give some hype to him. Thoughts on the game tonight? Positives: Demko is a Vezina candidate, no questions asked. Team fought back valiantly. Things I thought could be improved. Team starts off slow, but whatever. Take the OT loss with the positives as we take a point. So, Lucas, I appreciate your donation first and foremost, and thank you for sharing your insights. Okay, I will get to your comments in a few minutes. You're welcome to type now and type to each other, but I won't be reading anything unless it's a donation. I won't be reading anything that came out the wrong way. Don't donate just so I read your comments. I'm going to read everyone's questions starting in about 3 or 4 minutes. But let me just say this real quick. Tonight, another bad start. I don't know. Someone asked me in one of my videos why the bad start. It was legendary, just incredible. I said it's more not so much physical, but it's mental. They've worked so hard all season to come back, and I think it's just getting to them, quite frankly. So a slow start, but Canucks played Buffalo even up. In fact, I thought they dominated the game in parts, especially in the third period. But then just a kind of I wouldn't say a lazy play, just a really strong play by Rasmus Dahlin, the number 1 pick in the 2018 entry draft. That was the draft that Quinn Hughes went number 7. You can see why Dahlin went number 1. Very good player. Maybe hasn't developed as quickly as Hughes or McCarr or Fox, but he's great. You can see smooth skater, really good hands, really confident. And I think Horvat lost him. I'm not blaming Horvat, but Horvat did lose him 2 or 3 times on that game-winning goal in overtime. Really quickly, let's talk about the trade deadline. In essence, the Canucks trade away Travis Hamonic and his $3 million salary and the fact that he's a UFA next year, at the end of next year, for Travis Dermott. $1.5 million of cap hit, and who's an RFA at the end of next season. So huge flexibility for the Canucks in that the player themselves, Dermott, can play left or right side, and he's way younger than Hamonic, and he's only an RFA at the end of next season. So that is huge. The fact that the Canucks were able to get a draft pick back for Hamonic is massive. Really quickly, I'll say a couple things about the trade, and then I'll get to your questions. Just so you know, the 3rd round pick that we got from Ottawa and the 3rd round pick that we sent to Toronto are actually 2 different 3rd round picks. Stick with me here, okay? The pick that we got from Ottawa, when we traded Travis Hamonic to Ottawa and we got this 3rd round pick back, when they kept saying it's a Canucks own pick, it was their original pick, it's because this is the pick that we traded to Vegas for Nate Schmidt 2 summers ago. So 3rd round pick out to Vegas, then Ottawa and Vegas made a trade. That 3rd round pick went to Ottawa, and now Ottawa traded it back to us. So really, when we say it's our own pick, it's true, because let's presume we picked 10th overall. Vegas would have picked 10th overall from that trade because they got our pick. And then Ottawa then got that pick from Vegas. So it would be our pick, the 10th overall, and now we get it back, our original pick. The pick we sent to Toronto, though, was our 3rd rounder, a 3rd rounder that we acquired from the Winnipeg Jets when we traded Nate Schmidt away to the Jets. And that's the pick we got, and that's the pick we traded to Toronto. So technically, Toronto is getting Winnipeg's 3rd round pick. So I hope that makes sense. Why it's confusing is, number 1, the Ottawa one was our pick back, and number 2, Nate Schmidt was involved in both picks. We traded a 3rd round pick to get him that went to Ottawa back to us. And then we also received a 3rd round pick from Winnipeg when we traded him to Winnipeg. And that 3rd round pick is now in Toronto. So I hope that all makes sense. The big thing is, when you look at the 2 Travises, Hamonic out, Dermott in, we get someone who's a lot younger, who's $1.5 million cheaper, and we still have control of at the end of his contract. And because I do good research, my friends, I reached out to our boy, Hot Take Hockey, John Viveros, and I said, give me the skinny on Travis Dermott. So this is straight from John's mouth. He said this: versatile, hasn't looked great in top 4, but untapped potential and has needed a confidence boost, especially untapped with his offensive game, can play both sides. So I said, perfect, thanks, man. What type of player does he mesh well with? And he says, hard to say, to be honest. He hasn't played a lot this year. Could see him having a really solid role on the Canucks' third pair, though, to start, and maybe room for more. And then I said, I presume no one in Toronto is crying over the deal. He says, I met Dermott and I liked him. He just needed a change in scenery. So that was straight from Hot Take Hockey's mouth. And because Travis Dermott is a left shot but can play both sides, left or right D, the Canucks could still move a Shen or a Pullman or a Myers on the right side, and you can play Dermott on the right, and you still have 3 bona fide NHL defensemen. Or you play him on the left behind OEL and Hughes, and then you can look at moving a guy like Brad Hunt. So there's different things that you can do. I think Dermott does give you some flexibility, not only for tomorrow going into the trade deadline, but going forward. Doesn't mean it's going to be a tougher road for Rathbone to make this team. Maybe, but that's good. We should want competition on our team. We should want competition for spots. Okay. Now, I will invite your questions starting now. Let's keep them hockey related, trade deadline related, Canucks related. Anything that's not hockey or Canucks related, I will not read until, and I'll ask you to re-ask them at 11:35. I'm gonna be really strict. I'm gonna read questions only, and if they're Canucks questions or compliments, because I like reading compliments too. But questions, compliments, and donations, I guess. So questions, compliments, and donations. Let's get going right now. Anthony, who, in your opinion, is our number one selling piece? Well, if we were willing to sell them, someone like Miller, but I don't think we're willing. I think the Canucks would do well in moving Tyler Mott tomorrow. You're going to get at least a second round pick for him, maybe even more. He's going to be a valuable piece to a playoff team, a bottom 6 guy, and he's a UFA, and I don't think we can afford the 2.5 that he'll likely want. Fangirl, hi Clay. Do you think Vegas will call on Halak since they have injuries with goalies? I think Vegas is going to be very busy tomorrow, scouring the goalie market. I don't know if Halak's going to be the one they want, because I'm not sure how much he's proven this year, although he is a proven playoff contender. I'm sure they will kick the tires for sure. Lucas, Clay, with Leonard being gone the rest of the season, can you see that having any impacts on our hunt for the playoffs? On our hunt, no, because, well, yes, in that's one team that we should have a better chance of catching. But as we see right now, we have to catch not only Vegas, but we are sitting at, now we are behind Vegas, Dallas, and Winnipeg now. So, and we're 4 points behind Vegas, even up, and we are 3 points behind Dallas, who have 3 games in hand. So it's not looking pretty. We didn't do ourselves any favors by going 2-4-1 on this homestand for sure. Good feedback on Dermott. Thank you, Justin. Jasper says, hey, Clay, which player will go tomorrow? Hamonic surprised me, but I think Tyler Mott is the one all eyes should be on. Brian, do you think Halak will get traded? I think if they can get something for him, they will, because that team also, I think, got to pick up the bonus too. So that would be a huge move if they can move Yaroslav Halak. Derek, Clay, with the wrap-up of the homestand, do you think the Canucks will be active tomorrow? I do. I don't think the homestand is going to make them turn into a fire sale, but I do think that we've shown this homestand has proven, for anyone who wasn't sure, that the Canucks simply aren't there yet. They couldn't hang with the big teams like Calgary, Tampa, and well, they could hang with them, but they couldn't beat them. And we couldn't even beat lesser teams like Detroit and Buffalo. The only 2 wins came against Montreal and Jersey on this homestand. Roland, Besser to Pittsburgh. That's been one of the rumors with Marino coming back. We shall see. Trevor, would you want to see a Rathbone-Dermott line? I think it would be a pretty decent line. I think as a bottom pairing, that sounds just fine to me. It really does. A lot of people saying trade Besser. Mata, do you think Dermott will have a bigger role in Vancouver than Toronto? Absolutely, yes. Dermott was only playing 2/3 of the games. He only played in 43 games this year. I think he can be an everyday player here. Kylan is in the chat. Thank you, Clay, for the tickets to tonight's game. It was so fun. Kylan, that warms my heart. I know your dad sent me a picture or a video. I haven't seen it yet because I had to start the stream. But Kylan, I'm really glad you had a lot of fun, and thank you for yours and your dad's support on this channel. I'm truly glad you had fun. Fangirl, why do you think the refs missed that Miller's goal initially? any goals, Fangirl, that pop out off of the inside crossbar, they're really fast. But you kind of could just tell if it hits the crossbar, it's more of a ping, and it comes out at a weird angle, there's just an angle that you can tell. You could tell that one went in because of how fast it actually comes. Because it kind of rings around behind the net, inside the net, it actually comes out faster than if it hit the crossbar. So right away, I think and you could see Garland pointing at the goal. So I think everyone knew that it went in. They just had to confirm it. But it happens so fast, Fangirl, on the ice. And if the ref's not in a good position, or if he doesn't see it, all he sees the puck approaching the net. The next thing he sees it going out, then naturally you might not think it goes in. But that's why we have replay, of course. Zach, do I think Patrick Kane gets traded? I don't. I think his contract is too big to move. Justin, C Edits wants me to say hello, Clay. Thank you. Hello, C Edits. Tell her to just get on the stream. But now with Dermott, how does this help Rathbone Pat to the roster? I feel Shen, Pullman, and Dermott are all similar guys. Yeah, I think Shen's on a really good contract. I think Burrows is kind of the odd one out of those guys. I think it means that you can move a right side guy tomorrow, i.e. a Shen or Pullman if you somehow can, and then you can have Dermott slide in the right. Because I really would love to see Rathbone on the left, and I would love to see a Rathbone Dermott third pairing, Oyel Myers, Hughes, Pullman, or Hughes Shen. So it's not great, but it's a bit better for sure. Who should the Canucks trade? Christopher Marco. I think you see what you can get for Besser. You see if there's any takers, quite frankly, as much as I love him. He's right there. And I think you trade Tyler Mott if you're not going to sign him. Is Troy Stetcher going to drive from Detroit to LA? He drove from Vancouver to Detroit with his dog. Who knows? It might be, is that a 1 day, 2 day trip? I don't know I know where Detroit, no, that's way further. Actually, I don't know. I don't know why he would, if he drove from Vancouver to Detroit, but that was during the off season. This is right in the middle of the season. I'm pretty sure they'll fly him in. Do you think the Canucks will be big sellers, Lily? Great question. I don't think they will be big sellers, but I think they will be sellers. Addie says, I think we need to sell. Jasper and Clay, I'm usually very optimistic, but if we lose to these teams, there's no way of making the playoffs. Yep, I agree with you. Jaskrin. I know you're positive. I'm a positive guy too, but it's not looking good. Edmund, were you surprised we got a third rounder for Hamnick? I was shocked. I'd be happy future consider. Yes. I was explaining to Jacob how you want two guys from a draft to pan out. Usually your first round, a second round pick, but it doesn't always happen that way. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. You never know. There are lottery tickets. Yes, I was happy for two reasons. That we got a third round pick and we were able to shed $3 million of salary. Although I didn't mind Hamnick. I didn't mind him. Darren, do you think the Canucks would be willing to trade within their own division if they think the deal was right? Yeah, I think you can't be afraid to trade within your division if the deal is right, though. But I think you're always starting at a negative position by trading in your division just because of the mental kind of stigma or presumptions. That's probably not the right word, but you know what I'm saying. It just doesn't feel right to trade within your division. But if the deal's right, you do it. Hey, Shannon, nice to see you. Hope he used to play with other teams, has won a Stanley Cup. Yes, he won a Stanley Cup with Washington, Shannon. That is correct. Lucas, Clay, if we missed the window, would you call the season improvement over last season and how our outlook in the offseason may play out? Yes, I think simply the fact that Boudreau is here and instilled a new attitude in the team. And I think advancements in Miller and Hughes' game, Lamico, guys like that, I do think that this was an improvement over last season, even if we missed the playoffs. We were really bad last year. Hey, Sharms, don't understand the Garland rumors. Yep, I don't want to trade him either. Andreas, cheap seats to the game tonight. Nice. Happy you were there. Good. Shelvin likes the Dermott pickup. Addie, you just don't want to release Myers. You want to get something for him. Shelvin saying we need 2 or 3 years. Yes, exactly, Jasper. The Miller shot, there's a different sound or lack of sound to be more accurate. Very good point. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to questions only just so I can catch up. Do you think the 2-1 goal that Buffalo was offside? Fangirl, I was entertaining, so I didn't see the replays. But if it's inconclusive, generally they get those calls right. So if it was inconclusive, then you have to kind of go with the call that you made on the ice, and that was a goal. Yes, Christopher, I love the fact that we got better and better maybe is kind of relative. We're not sure just yet, but we definitely got cheaper and more flexible for sure. Thanks for watching the videos. Howard Tott's going with Myers. Haven't heard a thing on him. Max, if I was a betting man, I would guess that he is not moving. Hot Take is here. Welcome, Hot Take. I'm not sure if you were here, Hot Take, when I read your text or verbatim. So thank you for your wonderful scouting report. I know Hot Take wants Shen. So Canucks fans, put in the chat what we'd want from Toronto, who we'd want from Toronto for Luke Shen and his amazing contract. Shen is under contract this year and next year for a cool $850. Think of what Shen is doing in our top four, playing alongside Quinn Hughes, our best defenseman, hitting everything in sight for $850,000 a year. Besser has had a lot of really good chances. Odd that affects his possible trade. Trevor, I don't think his quality chances affect his trade value. I just think the Canucks are going to have to make a big decision on him and where they're willing to go in terms of offering him a new contract. Jasper says maybe Dickinson's traded. Carol, I think your talk to text is playing, wreaking havoc with you, but I think you're asking what for Besser could we get for him? It depends if that team's confident they're going to be able to trade him, but Besser is easily worth a first round plus. So I'd say at least 2 assets for Besser, and one of them should be a first rounder. Brian, do you think any D-men get traded? Maybe Pullman? I think Pullman or Shen could get moved tomorrow. Jeff says Mott and Shen likely to be traded. Shelvin says Besser. Carol Clay, what do you think if Vancouver treats Dresser? Who is the best person we get death for him? How many? Thank you, Carol. I totally appreciate your effort, and I poke fun out of love. I know you're doing your best with that talk to text thing, or maybe you're just typing in the dark or something. But no, don't sweat it. I think for Besser, like I just said, I think we can get 1 or 2 assets for him, but I can't really speculate on who that would be. It really depends who we trade with. Jaskrin, 7th, any draft capital is good because they're all lottery tickets for sure. For sure. Okay, I really better catch up now because I'm already like 5 minutes behind. Okay, questions only. I'll go fast. Did you see the Gretzky's Flame jersey file at the Canucks Flames game? I did not see that, Justin. Did they show it on TV or was it only in the arena? A lot of good trade proposals. I won't read them all because I want to catch up. Easton, do you think Besser is a Canuck next season based on Alvin said today? I actually did not read what Alvin said about him today, so if someone could put that in the chat, I would appreciate it. Peter, Flames fans are talking about a lot of trash in the Canucks account. Canucks fans are being too cocky. I've seen it go the other way too, Peter. When we beat the Flames, yes, exactly. When we beat the Flames, we were talking trash, so we got to be able to take it if we want to dish it for sure. If Besser's traded, I think you're looking at least 2 assets, maybe a high draft pick and a player. Top 3 most likely destinations. I've heard Pittsburgh and I've heard LA. I know it's only 2. Has Halak ever won a cup? Has Halak won a cup with Boston? Was he backup? I can't remember. Someone's got to look that up. Would Myers be willing to be traded to Seattle since he signed with us because of Shannon being Kelowna? Well, it is the next closest spot. I don't know if he wants to go to a rebuilding team though. Instead of Dermott, wouldn't you just want the 1.5 in cap space? Bruce, I think we have to look at in this big picture. We don't know if the Canucks are done dealing yet. So the Canucks maybe Canucks brass really like what they see in Dermott. Would the Canucks have been better off with Holtby as the backup instead of buying him out? Yeah, I think it was a matter of his salary and maybe he wasn't happy here. Scott, do you think the Canucks will look to draft Zach Hyman's brother Hyman? Is it too late? Well, it's never too early to talk entry draft. I just don't know a lot about him to be, and I know what you're trying to do, Scott, and I'm glad I did not read the name fully. Jaskrin, surprising Ottawa went for Hamonic. Not a good move at all for being. Would you be mad if we made a move like that? Well, we have made moves like that before, I think. And I think, I don't know if Ottawa is really strapped salary-wise, meaning they need to spend more money. I don't know. Or maybe they just have a ton of draft picks too. And maybe they were looking for someone who could just be a veteran presence on their blue line. I don't know. I haven't read a lot of the Ottawa side of it for sure. People want Austin Matthews. Hot takes offering Justin Hull. I don't know why he puts that crying, laughing emoji though. That scares me. Any takers for OEL? I think that contract's too hard to move. GL Rebirth. Do you think Podkolzin for Luke Hughes will be a fair trade? Not at all. Meaning I don't think that the Devils would do that. I would. I'd do it, but I don't think the Devils would. Is Highmore in play? I doubt it. Highmore's on a really good contract. He's $725,000 and he's an RFA. So we still have quote control over him. No, I don't think Highmore is in play. No, Edmund, I did not watch After Hours. I was at the wedding reception, but I still have it on my PVR. Tell me if it's good. Tell me if it's worth me checking out. I have a feeling it is. Johnny Canuck, yes, I've seen some jokes about Hamnick and the Freedom Rally. Lily, why do you think the Canucks did not play with intensity with seasonal line during this homestand? Honestly, I think they're tired. I think they've worked so hard to get to where they are now that they're running out of gas. No, Shan, I'm glad you got to go to the game. Don't worry, don't apologize. Or you didn't apologize. It's not off topic. We're talking about the Canucks. They're all good. What decision would I make on Besser? Oh, gosh. I like him a lot. I do. But I don't know. I would... Oh, man. Do you try and negotiate... I don't know. I don't know if they can work a deal out as quickly as tomorrow. Then do you try and move him in the off season and then let him sign in? Do you kind of sign and trade if you're not willing to do the $7.5 million? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I would do my best to move him. Lucas says, once they're close to Kelowna, Myers, can we see him dealt to Calgary or Edmonton? I don't know. I think that's one guy you don't want to deal in the division, but it'd be nice to have that $6 million for sure. Interesting. I'd move any D not named Hughes or Shen. That has been our best pair. Yep. T-Dot, nice to see you. Dermott will be better in Vancouver. Babcock ruined. Okay, that's good. That's good feedback. Good night, Shannon. Thanks for being here. No problem that you're not on the Zoom. Yeah, it's it was unexpected that I had to do it on Monday, but thank you. Oh yes, and I meant to say happy birthday I meant to say it in my shout out. I gave him a shout out in my video today. I don't know if he's in here tonight. I haven't seen him typing, so maybe he's resting already. But yes, it is Coach Rob's 52nd birthday. I'm so sorry. I meant to say that off the top of this stream. I did give him a shout out and I was able to text with him earlier today. But yes, happy 52nd birthday to Coach Rob. Thank you, Shannon, for the reminder. Now, name 3 players who had their last game as a Canuck today. Well, in a perfect world, it would be Mott, not because I want them to go, but because of situations. Mott, Halak, and Myers. I'm not hating Myers. I'm just looking at the contract. It's unfortunate, no playoffs. So for the first round pick this year, what type of player would you want them to draft? If all the best player available were I could choose from position, I want a defenseman. I want a defenseman. How can you drop off if you're a rookie? Just inconsistency, maybe. Funk you. Do you get Berchive, Grannon Spooner vibes from the Dermott trade where you give up picks for mediocre 5-year NHL careers, or do you like the Dermott? I like the Dermott deal. I've heard a bit about him, and I like his versatility. I'm excited to see what he could do here. It could be a change of scenery. Does him well. Cole, do you think Thatcher Demko needs a break? I think we were working too hard. He looked very... you say he looked fatigued, but for second goal, he didn't have a chance. First goal, the early one... I can't remember what the first goal was like tonight now. Someone remind me. Oh, Middlestad. Oh, yeah, right down the middle. Yeah, I would have liked him to save that one. Yeah, I think in a perfect world, we give him a bit more rest for sure. Tyler Mott status tomorrow. Easton, my prediction, he gets traded. Clay, when will Dermott play? Likely on the road trip coming up this week. Oh, Coach Rob, you are here. No problem. Happy birthday, brother. I hope it was a good one. Lucas wants to see Martin. Jasker, hey, Clay, I didn't even know Hamnock got traded until I saw your notification when you upload. Well, I'm glad that I was able to break the news to you, Jasker. My job isn't to be the first one on YouTube. My job isn't to be the first one on Twitter. My job is just to give honest insight on why things are important to the team. And that's what I'm trying to do with my videos is I'm always, even if I don't say it out loud explicitly, what I'm always trying to think is by the end of the video, I want you as a Canucks fan to know why what I talked about was important. What difference does this make to the team? What difference does this make in my life as a Canucks fan? But thank you for that, Jaskrin. Yes, Max, I agree with you. It doesn't make any sense for Besser to sign for less than 7.5 when he can not do anything, and he'll be signed for 7.5 for one season. And you can negotiate all year if you want. But that's a short-term thinking. But really, Besser does have all the leverage. Edmund, are you more confident in Alvin now for tomorrow's trade deadline? Yeah, if you're talking about Alvin versus Benning, yeah, Sean and I were talking today. I don't know if Benning... It's not like the most brilliant thing ever, but I don't know if Benning would have done what Alvin did today. Just the maneuvering of picks and shedding salary. Yeah. Do you think there's a way to have Spencer Martin as backup? Roland? Yeah, absolutely. It'll be Martin, DiPietro, and maybe another veteran goalie all battling to back up Demko. Absolutely. He'll be given a shot. Yes, Edmund, we'll see what Dermott wears. No, I haven't heard much about Marino, just the rumors that everyone else has heard. Calbro, you went to 3 of the last 4 games? Oh, no. So it's because of you then. Peter, yes, every trade line is important, but I think given that it's the first one for the new regime, it's very important, but I also wouldn't freak out too much if they don't do too much tomorrow, and rather they take a long game approach and use the entire offseason as well, including the draft. So I wouldn't freak out too much. Who would have been the best flow of Besser? Who would have the best flow? Who's got the best hair on the team if Besser was to be traded? Maybe Demko? Christopher, do you think people get attracted to certain players and don't see the big picture? I love the Brock Besser. Don't want to get traded, but it's a business. That's fair. Every market gets attached to their own players, and they likely overvalue their own players. That's a natural thing. Cole, was the Hamnock trade to free up space for Dermott, or was it an attempt to get another draft pick? I think both things can be true, Cole. You free up cap space for Dermott, and that's the ultimate thing because the net result in draft picks is a wash. Jaskrin's not a fan of Benning. Who's the next big name to get traded tomorrow? So far, the biggest. Yeah, is Chikrin still healthy? Because I think he might be a big name to get moved. When do you think Rathbone coming up now? I think it's next season, Austin. Do I think Pearson is gone? No, I don't, Peter. Demko cut all of his hair into a buzz. Okay, so it's not him. Is Dickinson LTI? Yes, he is. Don't we have enough left D-men? Yes, but he can play on the right. Dermott can play on the right. No, there weren't any more additions to scouting, Mr. Cool, but because our AGMs are basically new, they're going to have a huge hand in that. Hey, Clay. Irf did say he sees a few moves from maybe Shen, Mott, Pearson, maybe Garland. He mentioned decent size move. Yeah, Irf That's fine. Irv likes to throw a lot of things out there too. I like him a lot, but we'll see. LA wants Pullman or Myers. Seems like Calgary and LA like having former Canucks. That's true. Will Klimovich play next year? I think he'll get a shot. Fillmore. Gut feeling is JT Miller is getting extended. Perhaps. But remember, this is just the start. We can't just say 1.5 million in savings, we're done. What do you think of the Mark Giordano, Claude Giroux, and Hampus Lindholm trades? I think Anaheim got a lot. I think the trades have been good for both the teams that got the best players and the teams that gave up the best players because they were doing well. They're getting a lot of assets. Trying to get Pearson to waive is no movement. I did not know that. Trade Dickinson. Are we ever going to win a cup? Not for a few years. Lucas is teasing a jersey change. At least the Canucks have an awesome intro. Why is there no talk of trading Hughes? Well, because Hughes is, we just signed him for a 6-year contract. Scott, I'm not sure if you're trying to be funny. Do you think a hot dog Phil gets traded out of Arizona? I don't know. What's his contract like? Will Leafs go out first round again? They're going to have a tough opponent no matter what. So who should the Canucks get to pair with Petey? Example, McDavid, Draisaitl. Who does Petey need? I don't know. I was hoping it would be Besser. It looked like that for a while, but I don't know now. Do you think it's going to a while to fix the Benning shambles? Yep. It's not going to be fixed in 1 year or one trade deadline. No, I don't think that it has anything to do with that. Rathbone got hurt for a while, Bruce. I think it's just a matter of is he the best player, best option right now? All right. Matt is starting off. So I'm going to move from... Okay, that's fine. So Scott, no problem. Because I know you try to be funny many times in others. So I will answer your question. If it was a fair question, not trying to be funny. No, I don't think Hughes is a defenseman we've never had. And Miller, I think you're always thinking about that, but I've heard that the Canucks do not want to trade Miller. Okay, let's go. Let's move to Ask Me Anything. Again, I'm going to be ruthless again. Ruthless from a standpoint is to keep it going. No more Canucks hockey-related or trade deadline questions. So we'll go 15 minutes of Ask Me Anything. Favorite food at Rogers Arena? Carved sandwich, Matt V. Fangirl, favorite memory with your dad? I think anytime we were doing sports together. Golfing, hockey, basketball. I loved a lot about my dad, but I think it was definitely anything sports related. Peter, how was the wedding? It was beautiful. It was my godson, Daniel, and his lovely bride, Emily. There were only 100 people there, and our family plus Fernanda went, so we made up 6% of the audience, of the invitees, the attendees. So it was wonderful to see Daniel get married. I had a hand actually in them meeting Daniel and Emily because it was at a youth camp that I ran. Daniel was doing music. I recruited him to do music, and Emily was there leading a group, and they met 4 years ago. Pretty cool. Thank you for asking. Will I try Jollibee soon? No rush, Edmund. I've had enough of it, but I'll try it eventually. TJ, love ya, but not answering any more hockey-related questions. Do you watch Oak Island at all? No, I don't, Brian. I don't even know what that is. Do I have a favorite sports jersey not hockey-related? Not one that I own, Lucas, but I did love the Grizzlies jerseys when they were around. Do I have a favorite sports jersey? No, that's a great question, but to answer it honestly, I'm not a big jersey person. I don't get into design and colors, and I'm not a big jersey collector, so my honest answer is no. Mike, can you please give me a shout out on your Tuesday vlog for my birthday? I will do my absolute best to remember, Mike, that Tuesday is your birthday. NHL Canucks, was I born and raised in Steveston? Born in Vancouver, but lived all my life in Richmond, but mostly in West Richmond, but only moved to Steveston in 2004. Current favorite NBA player at the moment? Ooh, that's a good question. I like Ja Morant. I don't know a lot about him. I just see the things he does, and he's pretty intriguing to me. Austin, what do you think about the Russell Wilson trade? I was pretty shocked when it happened, but obviously Seattle is rebuilding just like the Canucks are, and I wish him luck. Seattle is my favorite NFL team, but not to a point where I know everything about them or I live and die with the team. But yeah, I think it's going to be a rough year for them for sure. Jaskrin, have you met any other athletes other than the NHL? Yeah, I've met a lot of BC Lions. I've met a couple Whitecaps. But I haven't really met any, like, say, basketball players or baseball players. So not a lot. I've met a lot of hockey players. Well, not a lot, a few. Mostly Canucks and then people at the All-Star game. But no, not a lot of non-NHL players now that I think about it. Great question, though. Sorry, my answer sucked. Fangirl, how's Mickey? He's doing great. Got a haircut. Looks good. Can see his eyes again. Clay, you're the ultimate wingman then. I try my best, Peter. I try my best. Johnny, how do we get you to have a beer at the meetup? If you want my post-game show to be an absolute debacle, then yes, I'll drink a beer. But no, I just don't like it. Buy Sean a beer. Sean will take a beer for sure. Jake might even take a beer, even though he's underage. But I will be happy drinking my unlimited pop. But I hope you can come, Johnny Canuck. That would be awesome. I'll be talking about the meetup at the very end of the stream. Justin, with regards to your impromptu house tour, if every member could decorate their own room as they see fit, how do you see each room looking? You know, it's funny, Justin, that you mentioned that, because I'll say to you, I actually made the video unlisted because there's certain members of my family who did not, it wasn't so much that they were embarrassed about their room or our house, but they didn't want me to kind of show what we had. So there, maybe I'm being ignorant or being stupid, and I've talked about this before. There's obviously an element of privacy, security. It's not like I gave my address out on the vlog. I thought it was a lot of fun, actually. I thought it was a nice glimpse. And many of you guys have seen different areas of my house already, based on different streams. And I've been joking about doing a house tour, so I kind of pieced it all together impromptu. But I did make the video unlisted to appease a couple of my family members. Having said that, if we could decorate a room as we'd see fit, mine would be a music-themed room for sure, or Canucks, but I don't think Gail. I think Gail would be okay with music. But if she had her own room, if Gail and I had separate rooms, Gail would do hers in K-dramas and Netflix. I would do a music-related room. Sean would definitely do a sports-related room. Jacob would do likely a bowling-related room, and Kayla has her BTS room. Justin, excellent question. If I awarded a question of the night, that might be the one. But I'm not awarding question of the night, so I don't have to worry about it. Great question, Justin. Burned, my best friend from Germany. You all look great when dressing for the wedding. Thank you. Who is next to marry? Well, I hope you're not hinting anyone in my family, because I think we're a few years off. Although it's funny, Sean and Fernanda are watching TV in the next room. I'm not saying it will be them or it won't be them, but we'll see. I am emceeing a wedding. Fun fact, I've emceed 19 wedding receptions in my life. Yes, it sounds like I'm showing off. I just think a lot of these people didn't have anyone else to ask. So I'm emceeing my 20th wedding this July for my good friend Maria. Not Marie, Marie Huey, who's the wonderful singer, but Maria, who's also an awesome singer. I've had him in a couple non-Canucks videos. But yes, that's my next wedding I'm going to. Oak Island, East Coast. Didn't know that, Brian. Thank you. Lucas, Clay, any plans for Kahoot at the meetup? That could happen. I'm going to be working on the meetup this week, so we shall see. I think that's a pretty good, safe idea. And then we're all in the same place. None of that stream delay for sure. Great point, Lucas. Christopher, favorite NFL team? I do like the Seahawks. Packers are making some Christmas. Yes, it's weird. Bringing back Rodgers, but Devontae Adams leaving. Filmer, can you play the Mr. Dress Up theme on the... I cannot, but maybe I should try and learn it. Sam, who's the biggest fan besides yourself of the Canucks at your job? Ooh. At my job, there are a lot of people that definitely talk about the team. They come to talk to me about the team. I'd say there's a guy in finance who actually knows a lot about the team, knows a lot of people connected with the team. So I'd say it's my friend Sean. Not my son Sean, but my friend Sean, who's the biggest Canucks fan after me at my job. Great question. T-Dot, how do you deal with people who annoy you, but you have to be around them? Don't judge. Try and put myself in their shoes and try and be patient and loving and caring. Sounds like a total canned answer, but it's true. I know you're not talking about anyone on the stream, right, T-Dot? T-Dot, you always ask good questions. Jollibee opened in Vancouver? Yes, last month. Ryan, hey Clay, can you wish Max a happy birthday today. He's 20. Sure. Is he on the stream? Max, happy 20th birthday. I hope you have an awesome time entering your third decade of life. Jay, it's a Canucks question, but I'll sneak it in here. 5 years from now. Do I do crypto? I don't. Hello. My son Sean is learning about it. I'm not sure if he does any of it. Sean tells me a little bit about it, but I do not do crypto. I've been torn on whether or not I should learn about it, but right now I don't have the mental bandwidth to study it. So no, I don't. Who is the most famous person you have met? Well, athletes are pretty famous, for sure. I've met a really big Christian music artist named Chris Tomlin. Anyone who knows Christian music would know who Chris Tomlin is. So he's pretty famous. Most famous, but I haven't met like a Beyonce or a Bruno Mars or a Kanye, someone who, say, everyone on the planet would know. That's interesting because famous, I guess, locally is all relative. I'd say Trevor Linden's quite famous. I'd say the Sedins are quite famous here, but are they famous worldwide? Probably not. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, there's I haven't met any wrestlers like The Rock or Stone Cold who I'd say would be pretty. That's a really good question, Scott. Maybe I would have to default to Chris Tomlin in the Christian music world, but a lot of people don't know who that is, and maybe the Sedins. JGP, this is Canucks related, but it's far enough off. What color scheme do you prefer? I like the black yellow. What would be the first country you could visit if you left now? I want to bring Gail to Rome. That's what we were supposed to do 2 years ago for our 20th anniversary celebration. Christopher V, Mr. Chris V. He was here at my house earlier tonight. And he still appears on my stream. Do the cupcakes need to be refrigerated? I don't think so. But Chris, I will text you know who now, and I will get back to you in 15 minutes when my stream is done. Okay? Give me a sec. Do the cupcakes have to go into the fridge? All right, Chris, I will text you once my stream's done. If you haven't heard from me by 12:15, text me back. That is awesome. Christopher DeMarco, if Vancouver could get any major sports league, I would want, and it's not realistic. NFL is not realistic, so I would say NBA team. Come up with a name. We got to go back to the Grizzlies. If it's a new team for the NFL, the Vancouver, what's a good football name? The Vancouver Strikers? No. The Vancouver Sushi? The Vancouver Sashimi. No, that's a stupid name for a team. The Vancouver Ballers? That doesn't sound right. I'll have to get back to you. I'm not very good thinking on the spot. Brandon says, bring back the Grizzlies. I agree. Ill mentally, what was your last order from DoorDash or Skip? It was, man, I haven't done that in about a year. In the pandemic, I did not do DoorDash or Skip at all. Actually, we would take out ourselves. It would probably be, I think it was from like some Italian restaurant in Richmond. I go in a bunch of group orders at work, so maybe it would be sushi from a DoorDash, a group door. Oh no, you know what? It was a Vietnamese sandwich. That's what it was. A Vietnamese sandwich from DoorDash at work. Good question. What's the update on your bowling? Well, Sam J, our season is divided up into 3 sections of 5. The first third is done. We sucked. We came in like 4th from last. So we are looking forward to a new pattern and a new success this week. But my first week, I'm starting against Jacob. I'm actually thinking about live streaming one of the games on Tuesday night, but I'll see. Put in the chat if you'd actually tune in on Tuesday night for an hour if I live stream 1 or 2 of our bowling games. We'll see. Favorite WWE theme? The Sasha Banks one kind of gets to me. I like that one. All time. Actually, Roman Reigns is... I kind of like that one, actually. It's kind of... maybe Sasha Banks or Roman's. Edmund, is getting a treadmill worth it? Yeah, it is. It is, especially during the winter months. And it is if it doesn't break down. I'm not sure if I shared with you that mine's been breaking down a lot, so it's kind of unsafe. But we got our money's worth for sure, but we might end up chucking it soon because it stops at inopportune times. If you could learn a new instrument, what would it be? Ryan, I'd love to learn the guitar. I'd love to learn the guitar. Carol, what was your score in bowling and how are you doing? I'm averaging 174, which is 10 pins more than last year, which is pretty good. How much weight have you lost? I've lost 15 pounds. I got down to like 19-ish. I've gained a few, so I'm back up to 15 off, but that's where I'm at right now. Lucas, Clay, any sport you think that you deserve a pro league? Yeah, bowling. Oh, no, they have pro leagues. Volleyball, maybe? I have not seen Batman yet, Edmund. What is your classic sushi order? If I had to pick one thing, only salmon sashimi is my favorite. HL Canucks, would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job? As much as I love working and serving, I would love to win the lottery. It would just ease a lot of financial concerns, burdens, whatever it is. I live well. I'm very blessed to do okay. Gail does okay. We do okay as a family, but I would not want to win. I don't want to win the lottery for sure. Thoughts on NFTs, Chris? I haven't taken the time to learn about them, but yeah, I just don't know a lot about them, quite frankly. Sean knows more than I do. I haven't spent a lot of time on Arigiano. Would you rather spend a week on a luxury cruise or a week in Disneyland? Peter, we've been blessed to go to Disneyland upwards of 8 or 9 times. We've gone on cruises 3 times. I'll choose the cruise. Hello, Chris Tomlin. Yes, I have met him. Justin, we know your connection with anthem singers and Marie and Jugpreet. Have you got the chance to meet or get connected to Elizabeth? Yes, Elizabeth, I think, has become more or less the Canucks' regular anthem singer. She's done by far the most this season. I've never met her in person, but because she's a couple connections, she's Jacob's age and she went to a Catholic high school. So I've messaged with her, but I've never met her in person. Sam, does Gail talk about having grandkids? Yeah, she talks about she doesn't want any right now. Mike, have you reached out to Shorty for a Zoom chat? No, I have not. Ellie Williams, can Canadians travel to the U.S. now? Yep, we can, and we do not have to take a full test coming back now as of April 1st. Yeah, as of April 1st. Ashton is either making me check. Ashton made me actually check Twitter. I think my phone would have blown up if indeed we had traded Mott and Shen. Did you attempt the Wordle for today? Oh yeah, I've done Wordle. You know, we can actually fit in 2 Gordles if we plan this properly. Give me a second. Let me get to this. So no, we'll play 2 Gordles, I think, on here, and then we'll wrap up. We won't do Wordles. And I did do the Wordle today, yes. Bring her Vancouver Canucks hometown. That would be so nice for her. I'm not sure. The Vancouver emos. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go really fast to finish this off. Then, because I'm already way behind, but because your questions were so good. BC Rampage, nice. Plans to bring them. I want a Hughes one. Not sure what we're talking about. It's too quiet. Peter, how did you and your family handle the pandemic when it first happened? We tried to stay healthy. We tried to stay positive. And because it was quite complicated, our work situations, but no, we had it pretty good compared to other. We were close as a family, strong in our faith, and we were able to reach out and be reached out to. So we were lucky. It wasn't easy, but I know a lot of people had it a lot harder than we did. I've never been to a Warriors game. Sebastian, Sean has. I would love to go. You guys are saying, yeah, about the bowling live stream, maybe? Okay. Ping pong endeavors. No problem, Charms. We have not played. We've only played once, and Jacob still whipped me 3-0, but I will get better. Yes, Gordle is coming. I would watch your bowling match. Thank you, Sam J. What is your most favorite workout exercise? Anything that's upper body. I have strong legs already, but I'm lazy too. Like, I don't like a lot of cardio with like step stuff. So I like anything upper body for sure. But I like playing sports more than exercising, admittedly. Okay, guys, I think I better. Okay, I'll go fast. No, I'm not going to talk about Halak's future because it's Ask Me Anything. Sorry, Vancouver Canucks. A spoiler alert, I think they're going to try and move him tomorrow. What motivates me, NHL Canucks? The chance to improve every day and the chance to make an impact, a positive impact in people's lives every day. A stadium or arena you want to visit in what sport? I'd love to watch a soccer match in England or somewhere in Europe. Mike turns 19 on Tuesday. Okay, I'll remember that for my vlog. No, that's okay, Lucas. If people come late, they don't know that I'm in Ask Me Anything, or they might not know what it is. That's fine. That's fine. But thank you. Last time you had pho or ramen, 2 months ago, I was at Tyson in Richmond. Were any of your son's girlfriends in the past you didn't like? No, but serious girlfriends. Yeah, I'll save this for another stream. I'll save this. You can ask them directly, but I haven't disliked anyone that the boys have seen, but I don't know how serious some of them were. That's all I'll say for now. And do I ski? No, Moral. That I'm surprised I have not injured myself horribly. Oh, and Chris V, Mr. Chris V, if you are still here, yes, our friend did say to put the cupcakes in the fridge. So maybe I was supposed to do that before I gave them to you earlier today. But yes, get them into the fridge. All right, it is 11:58. Okay, let's start today's Gordle now, so we get into. Okay, so I won't do too much of a big thing, but let's just start this one. Let's get this one going right now. So someone type in the name of a hockey player. And by the way, if you played Gordle already, it goes without saying, do not spoil it. Okay, so let's do this together. The first name I see in there, I will type it in. Okay, Fangirl says Patan. I do like that a lot because P, T, and N are great consonants and E and A are great vowels. Okay, I will take the next guess that has an A as the fourth letter. I will take the next guess that has an A as the fourth letter. Okay. I see Halak, so let's go with Halak. Oh, okay. So now I'll take the next guess. Oh, maybe I'll just do it. I see Justin has Polak. Oh no, I can't use Polak because there's no P. So I need a name that has an A and the K as the last two letters, but it can't have a P, E, T, N, or L or H. Yeah, good job so far. Yes, I can't use Polak because of the L and the P actually. So what other names end with? Oh, I know. I won't say it though. I can think of one. I can think of a name that would work. I'm just going to see if anyone in the chat will think about it. Yeah, T-Dot. That's the one I was thinking. There we go. Again, look at us. Look at us. We've gotten it in 2 tries twice. We've gotten 3. Look at that. We basically take three guesses every time, 13 times. But you know what the cool thing is? Oh no, does this count as today's? Oh, did I start it too late? Wait a sec. Because it's saying the next Gordle is ready in 24 hours. So does that mean... Can I do a new one? Did it reset? Oh yes, okay. Let's do another one. Bonus, 2 for 1. Someone said Price, so let's go with Price. Oh, okay. This is awesome. This is the beautiful thing about my stream straddling midnight, because now it's a new day, so we can do 2 Gordles for the price of 1. I put in Price because Bruce always says Price, and I never use it. And I used it today, and I basically got 3 of the first 5 letters. So we could easily get a 2 here. So someone give me someone's name with a P as the first letter and the C and the E as the last 2 letters. I think I know the guy's name, but No, that's not how you spell it, though. All right, first name I see in the chat that meets that criteria, I will type it in. Come on, guys. I think we're getting a 2 right here. We're making history because not only are we good looking, we are smart. This community is so smart. I won't give it away, but there's one guy's name that I'm thinking. But I'm not sure if he's a player. Yes. Yeah, I do know who it is, but I'm not going to spoil it. If I was playing alone, I would get it in 2 because I got the next one. Or I think I got it. Come on, you guys. If it's the right one. All right, Alfred coming through. Yes, it is indeed. I don't know if you say it Pesci, but he played for the Devils, right? Oh, he's playing for Carolina right now. He's only 27 years old. Brett Pesci. Okay. And T-Dot got his own. We are so smart. Look at us. Today, I just wish there was another Gordle available because I think in this trend we would got it on our first try. But look, we are 100% 17 for 17. We are way too smart. Okay, we're going to wrap up. I posted this on Twitter. You'll be seeing it all over my Instagram, my Facebook this week. We're meeting up this Saturday, March the 26th at Monkey 9 Brewing in Richmond. Look up the address, but I'll be sharing the address a little bit. I think I told you guys a story. I can't use the term Canucks. I can't use the Canucks logo. So I'm going to say it's a Canuck Clay meetup, but I think it's pretty obvious what happens at a Canuck Clay meetup. We will watch the game. We will have food and drink specials, giveaways, contests, a live post-game show that I will stream. That's a lot of fun. And then Q&A as well. So make sure you make plans to join me this Saturday, March the 26th. The game starts at 4. So we will start gathering at 3:30 on this Saturday. And we will watch the Canucks play the Dallas Stars. I don't know where we'll be in the playoff race. I don't know who's going to be on our team, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So again, we'll start gathering at 3:30, get settled in, watch the game at 4, and then we'll hang around for an hour after the game. So I would love it if you were here. I would love it if you could join me this Saturday. I'll just leave that up so you can kind of stare at that beautiful thing as I wrap up here. A couple other things. Canucks After Dark, me and Parker tomorrow night, Monday night at 10 p.m. Technically tonight at 10 p.m. I hope you'll join us for that. Then I might stream a match or 2 on Tuesday. I'll see how I'm feeling. Oh, let's go in order. Monday night at 8:30, Franchising Up, our Zoom chat. I'll send out the link tomorrow. Then at 10 p.m. is Canucks After Dark. Tuesday will be my perhaps live stream a match or 2 for my bowling. And then Wednesday for my live stream, I'm working on bringing on a special guest for a little bit as part of my live stream on Wednesday night. So I'll share more about that as we go throughout the week. So there we go. Monday 8:30. Yes, thank you. Thanks for being here, Shai. Thanks everyone for being here. Thank you, Coach Rob. Happy birthday. And thanks to all of you for being here. You know how much I do not take you for granted. You know how much that I appreciate you. And you know how much that I think that we are building the best Canucks community here on YouTube. So we will see what happens tomorrow as part of the trade deadline. I will do my best to vlog about things as they happen, but I'll be at work, so we'll see. And you know, Parker and I will cover everything tomorrow night on Canucks After Dark. And Franchising Up, don't forget, Zoom chat at 8:30. So let's wrap up. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you for doing a great job tonight, as always. Thank you to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, Van City Experts, Gassy Jack Art, and Monkey 9 Brewing. Thanks to Lucas for the wonderful donation tonight. Thank you to all members, and thanks to all of you for watching, for hanging out an hour later than usual, but a bigger audience than usual. Maybe people are excited about the trade deadline. People are excited about this team still, despite the losses, despite the horrible homestand, as Sean is agreeing with me as I see him outside my streaming office. And thanks to all of you. So on your way out, leave a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and consider membership. Would love to bring you along. So friends, thank you. Thank you. See, Edits is here now. What the heck? It's like 3 a.m. Wow. Unless you're in town right now. Oh, it's awesome. I kind of just want to keep the chat going just so you guys can say hi to each other. But see, Edits, thanks for showing up at the very end. Appreciate it. And yeah, great job on Gordle. We got a 3 and a 2. And those were not easy names. So we were blessed with some really good starting point. And Allie. Wait, you're on vacation, meaning you're on vacation here in Vancouver, or you're not working? Because if you're here in Vancouver, I'd get upset that you didn't say hello, but if you're in Toronto and on vacation, or sorry, not in Toronto, not because I was trying to spoil where you are. I know I got the city wrong. If you're on vacation, just simply not working, I appreciate you being here. And Allie, first cousin to Tyler Mott. We will definitely be thinking about you tomorrow, as we've talked about, just knowing that Tyler's contract situation and knowing what he may be worth next season, and not sure if the Canucks have the space. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens to your cousin Tyler tomorrow. Okay, friends, enjoy the trade deadline. I will do my best to pop in with videos throughout the day, but definitely franchise, Hero Hall of Fame, and Legend Zoom chat at 8:30 Pacific, and then Canucks After Dark at 10 p.m. Not sure why I was flexing like a goofball. Okay, as always, thank you for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy. What, Chris? I think you're like 10 minutes behind. We've already played Gordle. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And by the way, how does a hamburger introduce his girlfriend? Hi, meet Patty. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.